one and only boxing guru, aka Wilder Hater, for Under the Microscope. In this episode, we're going to focus in on Shakur Stevenson versus Miguel Marriaga for the WBO Featherweight Championship. This is Shakur Stevenson's second defense of the title that he won. This is going to be a good fight because this is Shakur Stevenson's road to superstardom. He's following in the footstep of Lomachenko. He's fighting a fighter that Lomachenko fought in the past that dominated. I'm looking for this fight to go similar to the same because Shakur Stevenson has the same southpaw kind of style. And he has the amateur pedigree to help him understand angles, the positioning and stuff like that. That's going to be tremendous. That's going to be valuable in this fight because Marriaga is a strong, not a Cuban, but a Colombian fighter, comes forward. He needs you to be right there so he can land his power punches. He has like 28 knockouts, or he have a high knockout percentages, but a lot of the fighters that I noticed stands right in front of him, and he will be able to get his power shots off. But with Shakur Stevenson, he's not gonna do that. Shakur gonna pop him with the jab, step around, and then act like he's gonna be right there. Then he gonna pull back and counter him. So I'm looking for this fight to go counter festivities for Shakur, countering, circling him, neutralizing Miguel's work rate. So because Miguel has trouble coming forward, he loses his balance because he loads up so much on his punches, things of that nature. So I'm looking for Shakur Stevenson to pick him apart beautiful. And I believe the top-ranked management team matched him perfectly with this and his road to superstardom. He's my number 2 pick as the young prospect. He's only behind Devin Haney, in my opinion. Then I have him over Telefimo and then over Ryan Garcia. So Shakur is in a good spot. So I'm looking for Shakur to show out on this fight March 14th. And like I said, I'm going to look forward to seeing Miguel's fumbling around the ring like the bull in the matador. That's what it's going to simulate. Shakur being the matador and Miguel being the bull, chasing all night long. Shakur touching him to the body, to the head, giving angles. It's just going to be a beautiful clinic of A1 boxing, because Shakur has a good team around the Andre Ward, who was fundamentally sound. Not the best as far as gifts and skills, but fundamentals. He understood 1-2s, the angles, the range, and stuff like that. So I'm looking for Shakur to show out in dominated fashion against Miguel, because Miguel is a little older now. So the timing is right for Shakur to move on to down the road for his superstardom status. This is Boxing Guru for Under the Microscope. Later in the video, I'm going to show you footage why I think Miguel is going to get outboxed, get countered, and I'm going to show you what Shakur Stevenson is all about in my video breakdown. Okay, over and out. Here's the footage of Miguel Marriaga against Nicholas Walters, brought to us by HBO Boxing and TopRank Boxing. If you look closely at Miguel, he doesn't move his feet pretty good. He's flat-footed, so a lot of his knockouts and his punches come from being stationary opponents. But when he fights Shakur going to be moving around the ring, so that's going to nullify Miguel's work. If you look closely, as Nicholas Walters is right in front of him, it's hard for Miguel to get off because Nicholas is in and out using the jab to keep him at bay and stuff like that. So Miguel has trouble with fighters that can move laterally or around the ring with good foot movement because it neutralizes his work rate. If you look at Miguel closely, after he throws a 1-2, he falls in. So Shakur should be able to counter him. Here's Miguel against Lomachenko. And Lomachenko is a southpaw like Shakur Stevenson. If you look closely as Lomachenko moves around the ring, it's very difficult for Miguel to get off because he constantly have to pick his feet up. So I see that's one of Miguel's weakness, movement and punching at the same time. If you look closely right here, Lomachenko is forcing him to pick his feet up, and that is neutralizing Miguel's work rate. So I will see that Shakur gonna keep that stick in front of him like Lomo is, because Shakur is taller and longer than Lomo. So I'm looking for Shakur to step back and do counter uppercuts, counter hooks, and stuff like that on Miguel to force him to fall in. So I'm looking for Shakur to dominate this fight against Miguel, but Miguel is a tough Colombian, so he's gonna put forth of it. So I wouldn't be surprised if Shakur does get a knockdown or a TKO stoppage because of this style of fighting that Miguel's brings. Because Shakur going to keep a stiff jab like Lomo is doing right here and then circle him. So I'm looking for uppercuts from Shakur to come in to catch him flush because he's going to fall in off balance. So I'm looking for Shakur to look real good in this coming out party of his WBO featherweight championship fight against Miguel Marriaga. This is a perfectly picked opponent, in my opinion, for Shakur in his second defense, or his first defense of his title that he won last year. So it's interesting. Here's footage of Shakur Stevenson for his up-and-coming fight with Miguel Marriaga, brought to you by ESPN TopRank Boxing. If you look carefully, Shakur Stevenson, this how he gonna neutralize Miguel Marriaga. If you look closely how Shakur steps back to make his punches out of range, and so when Miguel comes in, because Miguel is a flat-footed fighter, he falls in. So I'm looking for Shakur to do that hop back step, come back with ups and hooks, counters and stuff like that all night long against Miguel. And Miguel is just like this guy right here. He doesn't move his feet that good. See how planted and flat-footed he stands stationary? If you're not in front of him and to stand there and bang with him, he can't get off. So I'm looking for this to be the similar fight against Miguel, how Shakur is controlling him behind basic boxing, far as distance and angles and stuff like that. It's a perfect domination in this fight, and I'm looking for it to be against Miguel. Even though Miguel's a little taller, but he has the same makeup far as genetic-wise. Being flat-footed and not being able to genetically come forward with the movement and the punches together to offset somebody like Shakur. If Miguel's going to win, he needs to come in and just whirlwind punches to not make it a boxing match. He got to make it a brawl to try to throw Shakur off. But with him not having the agility and stuff like that, so I'm looking for it to be a boxing match where Shakur is in and out, countering him with hooks and stuff like that. So I'm looking for Shakur to win this fight going away easily by unanimous decision or TKO.
Subscribe to me if you want more of the Boxing Guru Show.
Come get it. 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 Come get it.